Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And I'm showing here the 7 a.m. temperatures, which are chilly. Down in at Gabrisky Airport, which is West Hampton Beach, 43. Haven't seen temperatures this low since back in early June. And we've got readings down into the low 40s in so many places. Somerville down to 41 for a low. We're looking at Andover that bottomed out at 41. Down in southeastern and south central Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, 41. Even down into the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area, we're seeing temperatures that bottomed out in the 40s. And we are noticing 30s as you head up into parts of Massachusetts, at Westfield, and also to the west near Pittsfield and Albany, looking at temperatures that are in the upper 30s to mid 40s. So back-to-back chilly starts to the days, but today we are going to warm up considerably. And this afternoon, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s. One of the big changes that's occurring is the wind direction. It's going to be turning to the west and west-southwest, and that is going to bring up warmer air. But it's not going to be turning humid this weekend. The dew points are going to only rise very slowly. We've had dew points that have been down in the 30s and low 40s with relative humidity levels at 20% or less. We're going to bring those dew points up into the 50s, which is still reasonably comfortable, even though the temperatures are going to be headed into the 80s. So for Saturday, with a mostly sunny sky, and obviously we're going to have mostly sunny skies today. Saturday, we're going to have mostly sunny skies. Temperatures are going to be topping out pretty much between 80 and 85, just about everywhere from northeast Virginia to southern New England. Sunday will be the warmer of the 2 days because we're going to push the temperatures up to middle and upper 80s for southern New England down to northeastern Virginia. Monday finally brings a cold front, and that front might produce a few showers late in the day Monday or into Monday night. But the daytime Monday will probably be no worse than partly sunny with temperatures into the lower 80s. And the dew points on Monday will probably inch up to about 60 or so, or maybe push low 60s in a few spots. It'll be a bit more humid, but by no means will it be oppressive. And think back to last September, by the way, when we had day after day after day of dew points up into the 70s. It was a really oppressive stretch that we endured, and we're seeing the exact opposite of that this time around. And after that front goes by, it's another high that builds in. Temperatures will be in the 70s on Tuesday, which is about where we're supposed to be for this time of year, and the same goes for Wednesday. I pulled up the level water vapor loop just to show you how dry it is. I mean, all of that yellow, that's all dry air that at the low levels of the atmosphere, and it goes all the way down to Florida. What we see out in the Atlantic, this is an upper air low. It's not a hurricane. It's not Umberto, but it's an upper air low, and this has really been the driver of dry air coming down out of eastern Canada and funneling its way all the way down the eastern seaboard. And we have a sky. We're going to go to the regular satellite look here. And you'll see that there really isn't much happening. It's starting to go into daytime. Seeing a little bit of cloudiness along the Canadian border that is moving south-southeastward. But as it moves into that dry air, it just falls apart. So the upper low is offshore. Dry air funneled down the eastern seaboard. And we are in great shape. And here's how it looks on the wider satellite view. And there's that upper low well out to the east. And that, by the way, is important because the upper low is going to turn Hurricane Jerry away to the northeast. If you take a look at what's the clouds that are down in the Bahamas and east-northeast from there, they're all moving toward the northeast. So there's a trough that extends all the way south that's going to protect the eastern seaboard. So looking at our forecast maps here from the GFS model going in through the weekend, really there's no problems at all, no issues. The high is off the mid-Atlantic coast, where that's going to warm things up. Here's the next cold front. We're at Sunday evening here, so it's mostly sunny Saturday, mostly sunny Sunday, and then Monday that front gets here late in the afternoon and evening, and that's when we can see a few showers as it goes by. And then to the southeast here, you can see what represents a Hurricane Jerry. I'm not sure exactly how strong it's going to be there because those strong upper level winds are going to probably try to shear it apart. The front moves offshore Monday night, and then Tuesday we get another high that starts to build in, maybe some leftover clouds early Tuesday, but then it should be dry as that high heads to the North Carolina coast for Wednesday and Thursday. So looking good here going forward, folks. Not really seeing any big problems. Hurricane Jerry, here's the Hurricane Center's forecast track. Should pass well to the north of the Leeward Islands today and north of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands as it turns more northwest and then eventually north-northwest. Those upper air winds are going to impact it. And after that, it turns to the northeast, and this could make another run at Bermuda on Tuesday of next week as a hurricane. And here's the look on the satellites. Kind of looking a little ragged this morning. Top winds were 105 miles an hour. There's an Air Force plane headed there. But you see the environment that lies ahead of it. All of this, these upper air winds, these strong upper air winds around the bottom of that upper low to the north, and the trough that's there too. So Jerry is going to respond to that by moving northwest, and then eventually it's going to turn more toward the north with time. So no threat to the east coast of the United States. So that pretty much wraps it up for Weather in 5. This has been an incredibly wonderful stretch of weather we've enjoyed. It has been beautiful. It has been delightful. It's been a nice taste of fall. Now we head into the last weekend of summer. Enjoy it. And by the way, if you are beach bound today and tomorrow, just be advised there will be rip currents and rough seas continuing. Umberto's gone, but the ocean is still pretty well churned up. So just bear that in mind and pay attention to lifeguards if there are lifeguards on area beaches, because some beaches have them and some beaches don't. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. Thanks for being here on Weather in 5.